Hi, Jonathan Perkins with you here today, location lead and PFR agronomist here at our Effingham farm. So we're doing a virtual version here of the Herbicide Insight Days. And my topic right here back behind us is actually looking at a tillage weed management study. So this was set up just to give you a little background based on a prevent plant scenario. So to give you a little bit of last year's situation at this point in time, what we had was some cocklebur that was coming on strong. We also had a little bit of mare's tail, some water hemp that was out here. So basically with that in mind, Joe Bolte came up with an idea. He said, hey, why don't we just leave this, let it go to seed, and what we did was we bush hogged that off, we let it go into that prevent plant scenario, and then we came back and we did some tillage in the fall. So some of those tillage treatments include some vertical tillage, some no-till, of course we're looking at that and not doing anything to it. We also looked at a chisel plow treatment, and we looked at some moldboard. Believe it or not, yes, I just said that, moldboard treatment. So, you know, if you're thinking moldy from back in the days, you know, we're pulling that back out and using it. So moldboard plow and a couple different treatments. One looking at just a single moldboard, and then another one looking at continuous and what we might see into the future. You might say, why? Well, what are you doing that for? What we wanted to see is by turning that profile, are we having an impact on that emergence that we see? So with that in mind, what we've seen throughout the season, when we made some of these applications early, after doing the tillage, Joe was keeping an eye on things out here. So what we saw was actually some of that cocklebur that was here as a large seeded broadleaf. It broke through where we did some vertical tillage. Some of those treatments where we actually had a light tillage pass and incorporated that a little bit, it actually created better seed to soil contact than the no-till. So those numbers spiked. When we did density ratings out here, we saw it higher in that treatment with the vertical tillage because of that increased seed to soil contact. Now the moldboard, believe it or not, was the lowest numbers of all. Now keep in mind, one fall of doing moldboard. So when we flipped that one time, we actually put that down below the profile. We didn't see nearly as much emergence out of those weeds, cocklebur, water hemp included. Now we took some pictures throughout the season, which you'll probably see going through this video. So definitely some differences out here. Now there's another aspect to this study as well. Whenever we made our herbicide passes, we went crossways across it. So in one case we put Outlook as a single mode of action out here, one SOA. Okay, so with that in mind, we also had the Authority Supreme with metribuzin. So 3 modes of action, 3 sites of action in that particular case. So with that in mind, it reduced the amount that we had. That single site action broke pretty early. So we saw some differences in those numbers as well. So some definite visual differences that we saw. And again, talking about weed densities, definitely higher from what we saw in the vertical tillage, some of those passes, and then the lowest numbers being to the moldboard. So again, prevent plant scenario, what do? We get put into that situation. Here's some options that we might be able to utilize. So we're going to continue looking at this throughout the season. We're probably going to pull some yield data off of this as well and see what it does. So a little bit of enlightenment on one of the studies that we have out here to offer this year at the SIL PFR farm.